Foreign Affairs, Chapter 15, Witch Hunt. Just overheard your security team talking about Tatum's departure. Mendoza put in for a transfer weeks ago, but he changed his mind. He only left because Clark told him to. Your stomach drops, and you stumble outside to get some fresh air on a secluded back deck. Dee finds you a few minutes later. Hey, are you okay? You disappeared on us. It's Tatum. He wanted to stay. He thought I was asking him to leave. Oh my god. This whole thing was avoidable. I was just trying to be supportive. I didn't realize he'd take it as a dismissal. What's with the sad face? It's not too late until he sets foot on the military base. Go after him. It's a day for no regrets. After all, you showed me that. But I said go, Clark. Chase down Tatum and convince him to come back. Send someone else to get him? I'm just kind of curious, would he actually come back? Let me know in the comment section below. Though I kind of know the answer, I don't think Pixelberry would do that. But anyway, you call DeMarco over and tell him your plan. Now, as soon as the ship docks, we're driving me to the airport. We're not coming back until Tatum agrees to come with us. I'd be happy to, but Agent Miller is my superior officer. If he doesn't authorize the travel plan, let me deal with Miller. Just be ready. The lights on the port drift closer, closer. DeMarco waits as the deckhands ready the gangway. Miller appears at your side right on schedule. We'll disembark the way we arrive. Then we're going straight to your suite on campus to make curfew. Tomorrow I'll speak to the dean about having Princess Serrano reassigned to a separate suite. Like hell you will. Listen, it just needs to happen. Get out of my way. You shove past Miller hard, he staggers back, and over the railing he lands in the water with a splash. Oh no, Agent Miller fell in. How did that happen? I think I saw him drinking a little champagne on the job, Madame President. Well, I kept saying he had to poison test everything for me. Not to worry, we'll fish him out. And then I'm dismissing him. Poison test your drinks? We're on a yacht I hired. I'll just see Clark home then, Madame President. Please do. I should have known Agent Miller wouldn't be a fit. You and DeMarco grin at each other and head down the gangway, leaving a spluttering Miller behind. 45 minutes later, you rush into the airport. DeMarco quickly gets you through the security gate. It's late, so building is near empty. Which gate? Which gate? That one. Only flight to Rutherland. It's already boarding. I don't have much time. You're the president's son. You can hold up the plane. Literally, just do it. Do it. You race through the quiet airport, scanning every gate. An open seat. Your heart skips a beat as you see the sign for Gate 22. The standing in line to board the plane. Tatum! He whips his head around to face you. Clark, DeMarco, what are you doing here? I came, literally and figuratively, to ask you not to go. But last night you said... I only said it because I thought it's what you wanted. I didn't want you to feel like I was standing in your way. Of course. But Winston's already sent off my paperwork. They know I'm coming. Tatum. Screw the military, you have a presidential pardon. My mom will sign whatever she needs to in order to undo it. It doesn't work like that. There are rules, systems of rank. And I, as Commander-in-Chief, her as Commander-in-Chief, outranks everyone in the entire freaking country. Tatum hesitates, his expression a mask. Still, you know him well enough to see that his thoughts are whirring just beneath. Listen, I appreciate you coming out here and finding me. I really do. And please stay. I want to, Clark, but I think I'm falling for you, man. Don't leave me again. Losing you the first time was bad enough. I couldn't bear to go through it again, especially not over a misunderstanding. Tatum looks at you for a long moment. I couldn't bear it either. Then does that mean you'll stay? Tatum's eyes search yours, conflict playing across his face. I'm not sure. Why not? I'm asking you to come back. Begging you, even. I know my mom will approve this. There's nothing standing in the way of this, Tatum. Sure, the logistics are handled, that's great, but I don't know if I'm good for you. I feel like I've been nothing but a burden to you ever since I became your bodyguard. A burden? And if anything, I'm a burden to you. I'm the one making your life harder than it has to be. I'm constantly running around, putting myself in compromising situations, usually in front of people with cameras. You're not wrong. Okay, you weren't supposed to agree with me quite that quickly, but the point is I need you a lot. More than I can say in the 5 minutes you have left before your plane leaves. So will you trust me and come back? Tatum watches as the flight attendant makes a last call for boarding. Yeah, I'll stay. Turns out I need you too. Oh, thank God. You jump at the sound of DeMarco's voice, having forgotten he was standing right there. Sorry, I'll just go patrol the perimeter now that Agent Mendoza's back on duty. Grin at Tatum as DeMarco makes himself scarce. He rubs the back of his neck. I suppose we should be heading back soon. I have work tomorrow after all. Sure, just as soon as I give you a... This relationship is so complicated between us. We're gonna give you a hug for now. You fling your arms around him, holding tight. Tatum smiles as he wraps his arms around you in return. Welcome back, Tatum. Thanks, Clark. You leave the airport feeling confident with Tatum by your side again. A few days later, you and your security detail have fallen back into the old routine with Tatum at the helm. I wanted to call him Tatum there for a minute. Everything seems to be going smoothly until you hear a frantic knock and a familiar voice at your door. Clark, I just had an idea that I think can help with the Peace Summit tomorrow. Then run it past my mother. Marshmallow steps in front of you. Hackles raised at Ayna. You're helped enough. Tatum, it's fine. You can stand between us if you, it'll make you feel better, but I want to hear her idea. Once you're settled inside, you turn to her, skeptical. So what's the plan of yours? Well, what the hell is she doing here? Dee, Blaine, and Murphy stand in the doorway, all their eyes trained on Ayna. That's some bodyguard you got, Rutherland. That's a known traitor, just waltz right in. Don't make me. Okay, if everyone could just take a breath. Ayna was about to tell us how to catch the person behind all this. And how do you know it's not a trap? I don't, but I believe Ayna's telling the truth. I'm not condoning what she did, but like it or not, we need her right now. This plan had better work. Everyone turns back to her, and she takes a deep breath. Okay, after your attackers were taken into custody, my contact told me to lie low. I'm only supposed to be in touch if I have something really good. Something that would cause the public to completely turn on Clark. So you want to involve him in another scandal? Absolutely not. Not a real one. Something that looks enough like this one can get my contact to show his face. What's the catch? It has to look authentic. I tried to fake him out last week after Tatum and Clark confronted me. He didn't bite, not even without concrete evidence. I told him I knew that Clark was hooking up with someone, but that I wouldn't tell him more unless he agreed to meet with me and increase my payment. He said he'd meet up if I had footage, so I thought... You want me to shoot a Bout Chicka Wow Wow tape? I mean, if that's what it takes. You glance at Blaine. He shrugs. Why am I looking at Blaine? There are worse ways to spend an afternoon. I know asking you to trust me is almost impossible, which is why I brought these. She hands you a stack of paper, and you look through it and realize... Screenshots of your messages with your contact? If I betray you again, you can leak them, use them to get me fired, destroy my reputation, whatever you think is fair. I deserve worse. Dee leans over your shoulder to take a look at the printed out messages and then turns to you. You know, you wouldn't have to make it literal bound chicka wow wow tape. A lot of it could be faked pretty easily. But the thing that society thinks is so just amazing is... and it'll be fun. Well, the other part, yeah. Well, when you put it like that. Show off your theatrical side and film a scandalous video with the partner of your choice in this exclusive scene. Can I just say none of them are really worthy? I mean, Blaine's like a good, like, I don't know, we're leaning on him. But aside from that, I'm just... am I the only one who feels this way about love interest in the book? Let me know. I mean, one love interest was willing to leave you, the other one backstabbed you, and one's just... eh. Ayna, it'd probably make the most sense if you were the one in the video with me. That'd be the easiest to explain to your boss. Good idea. We can... Don't get too excited, I just want to make sure that if I go down, you go down with me. Understood. Are you sure you want to trust her with this? I'm sure that being in a video with me will make her think twice before sending it around. Tatum nods, but his jaw is clenched and his gaze is still focused on her. Then let's get started. Is it weird that it's in the middle of the day? Doesn't it seem more realistic for you to catch them at night? Not if it's framed as a little afternoon delight. Ayna, let me see your phone. Dee takes her phone out of her hand and opens up the camera. I'll direct. I have an excellent eye for this sort of thing. No offense, Dee, but I don't think I can do this in front of all of my friends, even if it's fake. You can prop the phone up against a window to make it look like the video is being taken by a voyeur. My contact will probably be more convinced. Anyway. You and the others pile in your bedroom. Dee critically examines the space you turn to your partner in crime. Dee props the phone up against the fire escape, just as a right angle. There, that should do it. Plus the camera won't pick up any sound from here. All the creepiness, with way less actual voyeurism. But, where's the fun in that? We should leave them to it. The group departs, and soon it's just you and her alone in your room. She stands perfectly still, not making a move. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. No, I do. I want to help, especially after everything I did. I just have to clear my head. Of what? She takes a deep breath in and lets it out slowly. Of everything but you. She puts a hand on your waist and pulls you towards her. In that case... this one's tough. We should get undressed. I'm pretty sure that'll help. She tugs playfully at your clothes, beginning to tease them off of you. I'm inclined to agree. You don't resist as she peels your clothes off slowly. Her eyes linger on over your body when she's done. Your turn. She pulls her shirt over her head, tosses it to the floor, and then shimmies out of her skirt. Is this what you had in mind? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were just looking for an excuse to get naked with me. Of course not. This is strictly business. She runs her hands over you, setting your senses aligned as she leans in to whisper in your ear. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy ourselves. Mixing business with pleasure. I'm pretty sure that's how we got into this mess in the first place. I've never been really good at resisting temptation. Her hands trail down your chest, teasing, touching, tempting. Your breath catches as she plays her part. Ayna, we should make sure the camera can see us. You eye the bed and the dresser beside it, both clearly visible from the window. Let's take this to the bed. Might as well make ourselves comfortable. With pleasure. You push Ayna onto the bed and climb on top of her, pulling the covers up to your waist. Now, where were we? Right about here. She trails her hand down your sides, exploring your body as she goes. Oh. You brush a strand of hair out of her face, gazing deep into her eyes as you realize just how close the two of you are. Is that really what you want? God, yes. She surges forward to capture your lips with hers. She gasps your name, opening her mouth just enough for your tongue to sweep inside. Run your hands over her body as your tongues dance over each other. You start to lose yourself in the moment until suddenly she pulls back just far enough to look you directly in the eye, worried. I thought I ruined this for us. Unless this is just part of the act for you. Listen, there's a thing called makeup, bout chicka wow wow, and we're doing that. I'm not that good at acting, and I want this. I know we still have things to work through, but I do want this, I promise. As long as we're not closing the door on this just yet, we can figure out the rest later. She tucks her head to kiss her neck, nipping gently at your skin. Oh. You guide her into position, settling between her legs. Ready? Don't make me beg, Clark. She wraps her arms around you as you begin to move against her, conscious of just how much the camera will see. Oh. The two of you start moving against each other slowly at first, building to a steady rhythm. Makes your heart pound. Ayna, you feel so good. Your breath grows more and more ragged as you try to control yourself. Ayna grips you harder and her moans just a little too loud. I think it's almost time for the finale. We should do something big. Like what? Let me pull your hair, pin your wrists above your head. Pinning. Perfect, and don't hold back. You ignore the fluttering in your stomach at her words and take a deep breath. Grab her wrists, raise them above her head, trapping her against your body. Like that? She wiggles a little, testing the new position. Yes. Now let's bring it home. You moan and writhe with her, and anything to convince the camera that this is real. I thought we were going for real. Yes, Ayna, yes. You smirk as she matches your movements, her body jerking and twitching with theatrical flair. Oh, Clark. Finally, you and her slump together, panting slightly. After a moment, she lifts her head to find your gaze. So, how did we do? There's only one way to find out. The two of you untangle your limbs and stand. Retrieve the phone from the window and regroup with the others that were standing outside of your room, apparently. So, was it super weird? A little, but I don't care as long as it helps. Yes, and honestly, it was more fun than I expected. It was a little strange in the beginning, but we hit our stride by the end. Right, Ayna? You could say that. D scrolls through the footage on Ayna's phone. Oh, for the love of... how's it look? Like it was obtained without consent. She plays a video back for you. The footage is shadowy and sound muffled, but the two of you are clearly visible and clearly engaging in adult activities. This should be more than enough. It's time to smoke this bastard out. Later, you and the others gather in Ayna's office to make the call. Don't forget to insist on meeting him tonight. And put it on speaker. Ayna nods and pulls out the phone. She takes a deep breath. I'm kinda nervous. That's normal. You're, putting a lot on the line to help me. Doing the right thing isn't always easy. Thanks for saying that, Clark. That's exactly what my dad would tell me. If you need help, just signal. She takes another slow breath and hits the call button. Ring fills the room, and then... I thought I told you to lay low. Unless, I had something juicy. Well, I do, and I got it on tape. Fine. Send it in an email to the usual address. I'm only willing to deliver it to you in person tonight, once we've discussed increasing my fee. No. Ayna looks at you startled. You hit mute on her screen so the handler can't hear you. Tell him... what you got on tape. She nods and unmutes the phone call. You do realize that you're turning down of actual footage of me and Clark Kent in bed together? You hold your breath as the voice on the phone goes silent. Come on, take the bait. Fine. Meet me at 48th and Newport at midnight. The call ends and Ayna collapses into her seat. Oh god, my hands are shaking. It didn't show. Yeah, you sounded kinda badass. It was pretty convincing. Now we just need to catch this scumbag red-handed. Late that night, you and your friends are hiding out in a dark corner near the meeting spot. Ayna's car is on the opposite side of the lot. She leans against it, waiting. How are we gonna hear it from all the way over here? We need to let the guy feel safe enough to show his face before we worry about that. And then we move in. Yes, quietly and carefully. You watch the minutes tick by, jiggling your leg. Dee reaches over to stop and giving your knee a reassuring squeeze. It's okay to be nervous, Clark. This guy's made your life a living hell these last few weeks. Yeah, and if this doesn't work, things are gonna get a whole lot worse. There. Man approaches Ayna. She straightens up and steps out to meet him, but he walks past her. I guess she really doesn't know what he looks like. More time passes. The clock ticks over to 12:30 a.m. He's half an hour late. He didn't take the bait. Maybe the offer wasn't enticing enough. No, he's making sure she's secure. I'm not sure what else we could have done, other than offer to hand you over to him as a human sacrifice. Don't worry just yet. He's probably testing her. When he's sure she's alone, he'll come. Train your eyes on Ayna. She shifts nervously, checking her phone. Another few people pass her, and then finally, someone stops. Is that... Shocked. Completely shocked. I believe I called this. I'm shocked, though. Louis Wright, my mom's opponent in the election. I always knew that bastard was shady. I'm gonna make him pay for what he's done. I can't believe my parents invited him into their home. Let's kick his ass. Wouldn't that get you arrested? Tatum calls for the backup team, then motions to the rest of you. We're going in, stay down, stay quiet, and stay behind me. Tatum leads the group closer to where Ayna is, showing Louis Wright the footage. Dee has her phone out and is recording the exchange. He didn't. He did, and you haven't even gotten to the good part yet. Are you kidding me? The whole thing is the good part. Rutherland is going to lose its mind over this. Come on, we need him to say it. I bet you never dreamed you'd find this much dirt when you paid me to spy on Clark. Not even close. That little deviant has gone above and beyond my expectations. Almost just a little more. Does this make up for the lost footage from that attack you organized? Oh, absolutely. That attack was nothing compared to this. The voters will have no choice but to drop Kent and a stupid kid after this. You just handed me the election. That's it. You look at Tatum, who nods back. Ayna snatches her phone away from Louis as you jump out of your hiding place. Louis Wright. Rutherland deserves so much better than you. What the? The people deserve someone who loves their country and fights fair. Spoiler alert, it's not you. What is this, Ayna? It's what you deserve. You terrorize me, people I cared about, all over a stupid election is over, you're done. Tatum steps forward. Louis Wright, the president of Rutherland, would like to have a few words with you regarding an attack on her son. He looks around, eyes darting between you all, then turns and runs. Don't let him get away. Let me guess, Diamond choice to tell him off. You'll never catch me! You're an old man. It can't be that hard. Seriously, have you never seen Patrick Stewart? Wright leaps over the hood of a car, surprisingly spry. I take that back. Dee, you stay here with Murphy. You have to keep the footage safe. What are you gonna do, Rutherland? I'm gonna catch that bastard. You take off after Wright with Tatum just behind you. You approach the same car at the edge of the lot. I should run around it. Roll over the hood. You leap forward, rolling as you hit the hood of the car. The car's alarm blares, but you don't stop landing hot on Louis's heels. I'm coming for you, Wright, and not in a good way. It's too late, Kent. No matter what you say, your reputation is already ruined. Good thing you're the one talking in our footage. You and Tatum follow right as he charges down an alleyway, turning right at the junction. But by the time you round the corner, he's disappeared from sight. Damn it, where'd he go? These back alleys are a maze. Slow your pace, your heart hammering in your chest as you glance between the different pathways. We can wait for backup. It'll be safer if the rest of the security team tracks him down. No, we can't wait. If he gets away, he'll get on the next plane to a non-extradition country. We have to find him now. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot movement above you. There. Wright managed to climb up a fire escape and is making his way over a rooftop. Hit him. Hurry. I'll give you a boost. You try to put your hands together to make a platform for Tatum, but when he tries to step up... Clark, I don't think this is gonna work. You don't have the strength to boost him all the way up to the fire escape. Really? Crap. Plan B? Looks like he's making his way across the roof. Come on. You follow Tatum around the building, and you spot Wright jumping down ahead of you, still within reach. Wright dashes away from you, stopping at a chain-link fence blocking his path. Ha! You've got nowhere to go. He jumps onto the fence, clambering over it and landing on the other side. Gah! Oh, come on! I should hop the fence, hit the fence, hop the fence. With barely a moment's hesitation, you follow him, climbing over the fence and landing on the other side in one smooth movement. Even though we couldn't lift Tatum, but okay. I've got moves too, you know. You can hear Tatum jump over the fence behind you as you take off after Wright again. It's just not even be possible. Finally, you chase Wright into another alley, but this one ends in a brick wall. Don't worry, he's gonna start punching the wall, and then you're gonna do it too, but then you're not strong enough. Damn it. There's nowhere left to run. Lewis Wright looks around, panicked. You can tell he's trying to come up with some way, any way to escape. But before he can make another move, you slam into him, tackling him into the ground. Ugh. Don't mess with me or my friends ever again. Tatum grabs Wright as you get to your feet. Oh, get off of me, this is assault! No, this is an arrest. I'm taking you into custody. Grab your phone, point it at Wright as Tatum cuffs him. Smile for the camera, Wright. You're about to be on every front page from here to Rutherland. Blaine, Dee, Ayna, Murphy catch up to you as Tatum hands Lewis Wright over to the rest of your security team. Say goodbye to your campaign, Wright. Yeah, not even Rutherland will want anything to do with you after this comes out. I never should have gotten involved with you. I'd be more worried about your dad if I were you. Without me bankrolling his treatment... Uh-oh, Murphy smash. It's fine, Murphy. I'll figure out a way to save my dad without that bastard. Take him away, Tatum. Gladly. You'll regret this, Clark. This isn't over. Yes, it is, Pierce Brosnan. Yeah. The people of Rutherland will prove you wrong. You're not coming back from this. Those political connections of yours, they're gonna dry up the minute you're exposed for what you've done. Go ahead, tell yourself that. You don't know how this game is played. It's true. Right, I was born in the game. Have a nice retirement. Lewis continues to shout at you as Tatum ushers him into the back of the security van, his voice disappearing as the door closes. I can't believe we pulled it off. Oh, here, Clark. That's proof of my compliance. She pulls up a video of you and passes you the phone so you can delete it. Once it's gone, she pulls up her texts. You can check my history, too. Ayna. You've proven yourself. You hand the phone right back to her. Thanks. Okay, but when do we send that video of Lewis Wright to every outlet we can get our hands on? I'm way ahead of you, Blaine. I already forwarded to my PR consultant. His face will be everywhere in the morning. Shouldn't it be literally handled by Rutherland? So, Mom can go into the Peace Summit without nothing to worry about? Sounds like it to me. This calls for a celebration. I could definitely use a drink. What about you, Tatum? Does this count as drinking on the job for you? Not if Clark says I'm off duty for the night. Agent Presley could take over. We can invite the rest of the class, too. Make it a party. How about it? Want to blow off some steam before the big day? Celebrate your victory with your classmates, improve your diplomatic standing, and spend some time with a special someone. Celebrate with your friends. Steven! I've earned a little fun. Let's do this. I hope you all have a nice time. I'll just take my leave. Where are you going? Home? No way. I know Clark checked your phone, but I'm not letting you out of my sight until the peace summon is done and you can't sabotage him anymore. And if we happen to share a few cocktails between now and then, well, then that's how it goes. Okay. I think this is her way of forgiving you. Just go with it. Now that that's settled, we just have to figure out where we're going. I know just the place. Chuck E. Cheese's. Soon you and your friends arrive outside an unassuming door. Dee, are you sure this is the right place? This again. I bet you learned to trust me by now, especially when it comes to parties. Sorry, but that's not in the job description. Dude, I thought you were off the clock tonight. Still, Tatum has a point. We're pretty far from the city's night district. Exactly. That's how you know this place is exclusive. Dee knocks on the door and a small panel slides open, just enough to reveal a set of eyes. Password. Casanova. The eye slot slams shut. Then, a moment later, the door opens. Follow me. You descend a staircase into a small but inviting bar. A live band plays an old jazz standard, and some immaculately dressed waiters ferry cocktails back and forth. I heard there was a speakeasy in this part of town, but I never could pin it down. How'd you find this place? Being a princess has its perks. Dee, Clark, over here. Peter waves you over to a private table. What? No drinking? I just sat down. Dee slides in the booth next to him, glancing around quickly, then gives him a kiss. Aye. We're gonna have to deal with this all night, aren't we? Oh, shut up, it's cute. Ayna slides into the corner of the booth, but Tatum hesitates, not sure where to sit. Tatum, pull up a chair. We're definitely gonna need more seats, and I know you don't like to be trapped on the inside. Good call. You join Tatum on the edge of the booth, making sure he's included in the group as Dee orders a round of shots. I hope you guys aren't getting started without us. You're gonna see Zara, Evelyn, Henry, and Alexei walking towards you. Dee told us about loose right. Damn. I thought democratic elections were supposed to be, democratic. Welcome to America. I mean, Rutherland. Oh, Henry. My sweet summer child. Still, for him to fall into your trap like that... we only caught him because of Ayna. She turned double agent, and he never saw it coming. Badass. Thanks. Just then, the waiter returns with a tray of cocktails. Flaming cocktails. Flame on! Now it's a party. Dee, what did you order? The Up in Flames. It's a house specialty, and a nod to when the place burned down 100 years ago. This place really knows how to cope with tragedy. What's wrong, Rutherland? Scared? Of a drink? What am I, 12? Grab one of his flaming shots and rise on high. Let's drink to... a night where we can really go wild. A secret club, man behind all the paparazzi that have been plaguing us is in jail, and if there ever was a time to lose control, it's tonight. Quickly, take off all your clothes, let's have a... Just kidding. You clink your burning glasses together, press your palm over the top of the... put out the flame, and shoot the still warm contents of the glass. They burn and taste like... orange peel? The flame really brings out the floral notes, don't you think? Guys, I think I burned my eyebrows. Don't worry. It's an improvement. Tatum, you gonna drink that? Don't get greedy, you already had yours. Why don't you pull the earpiece out of your ear for once? You're off the clock. Tatum pulls the glass away from Blaine and chugs it, barely able to keep from sputtering. Does the band take requests? There's one way to find out. Let's ask for something, slow. Band strikes up a slow, steady melody at your request. I think we could all use something more chill after tonight's excitement. I can get behind that. Ayna, you want to dance? After you. Come on, Galark. We'll show them how it's done. Dee offers you her hand, and you take it with a grin. The two of you try to outdance Ayna and Zara with your sensual, slow dance moves. But we're not allowed to love interest Dee at all, so, you can't help but smile as you see Evelyn and Henry waltzing together on a private corner of the dance floor. This is nice. Shh, you'll lose count if you don't focus. Those two look so cute together. You're all so boring. Watch me and Tatum. Watch us what? Watch us nay-nay. Welcome, shut up. Blaine answers by pulling him on the dance floor and shimmying his hips. You laugh and dance with your new friends, or your friends, one-upping each other with every move you can think of. Several drinks and much more dancing later, you notice an empty spot at the bar, the perfect pocket of privacy. I should take a breather with Ayna. You head for the bar, beckoning for Ayna to follow you. She slides in beside you. Why do we have country music to this? What an intense day. What's intense is how deeply you committed to that video. I know. I kinda surprised myself, to be honest. Well, I for one totally bought your performance. I just didn't want to let you down again. If the plan hadn't worked, or you'd gotten hurt worse, I'd never have forgiven myself. But it did work. You risked everything to help me get my life back. The slate is wiped clean as far as I'm concerned. She meets your eye, and her leg warm against yours. Do you really mean that? Ayna, I'm gonna kiss you now. Too late. She beats you to it, leaning in to press her lips against yours. She kisses you slowly, passionately, in a kiss that begs for forgiveness. You pull her closer, parting your lips to deepen the kiss. She sighs and melts into you, her legs tangling with yours beneath the counter. Clark, I missed you. You lose one hand in her hair, sliding the other on her knee. Even with the music playing, you can hear her sigh happily. I missed you too. She runs her hand over your chest as she presses deeper into the kiss, her lips soft against yours. You untangle your hand from her hair and run it down the small of her back, pulling her closer. Your breath grows heavier as she kisses you harder, nipping at the bottom of your lip. But before long, the sound of the bars our bar is lost beneath the duet of your heartbeats. Boy, you two. Why do you have to ruin things? She slaps a palm in the bar, a little unsteady on her feet. The party's not over. Come and celebrate with the rest of us. You're bossy when you're drunk, huh? Peter wraps his arms around Dee, almost as unsteady as she is. She's bossy all the time. How dare you? It's a compliment. I'm complimenting my pretty, amazing, intimidating, amazing... You already said amazing, buddy. Amazing companion in secrecy. Oh, I like you too. You and the others break into rapturous applause as they kiss in the middle of the club. Oh, this is the sweetest diplomatic nightmare I've ever seen. What happens in a speakeasy stays in a speakeasy, right? I didn't see anything. Dee and Peter part, grinning blissfully at each other, and then she turns back to you. Excuse me, did you not understand that this was an official princess order? Come on, the night's young. You drink another round of drinks for everyone, and then meet them on the dance floor. You're the best, Clark. I knew I liked you. Thanks? No, really, I admit, I was a little, iffy on you when we first met, but no, you need me. I got your back. Me too. I've got a real knack, or you've got a real knack for diplomacy, even with all the BS you've been through over the last few weeks. I really admire that. Watch out, Clark. Sincere Henry is on the loose. Well, I like him, and thank you both. I appreciate your vote of confidence. Anytime. Now that that's out of the way, time to get my dance back on. You and your friends keep partying the night away, for once feeling like you don't have the weight of the world on your shoulders. But I still do. The next morning, you wake up to the soft sound of marshmallows purring in your ears. Scratch his head with a sleepy smile. You're just about to roll over to go back to sleep when you hear a knock on the door. Clark, are you okay? I heard about what happened last night. Yeah, I'm fine, now that Lewis Wright is in custody. Oh, thank goodness. That man is a maniac, going on and on about how he's just the tip of the iceberg, and there's another attack planned, and I was worried his accomplices had already gotten to you. Oh, no, I've just been here sleeping in. Winston sits on the edge of the bed, turning to you with a serious eye. Clark, I know it's last minute, but you have to help me convince your mom to cancel the peace summit before it's too late. What? And Winston pulls out a knife. He gleams it in the daylight, snarling at you. After all your hard work, can Lewis Wright still threaten a peace summit? Not really threaten, but the fact that he's the tip of, like, whatever organization he's with, yes. Yes, he can. Without further ado, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Long story short, as you can see, this channel is kind of going through a transitional period right now. And by transitional period, I mean we're having a lot of variety content. Please do not fret. This channel is not going to change from choices and things that I constantly have been doing. It's just variety of content, folks. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. There's a lot of you who are just kind of like quickly leaving like birds flying south for the winter, even though it's getting warmer and nicer. And it's weird because when I was just doing choices or just gameplay, like, a bunch of you were, like, copacetic and quiet about it, but now that I'm, like, doing optimistic/positive content in the mix of it all now, and I've kind of, like, turned a different, like, what's the word of it, turned a new leaf, or may I say, embraced myself, like, I don't get it. But hey, you know what, that's fine. You want to leave when I'm getting better, and I'm doing something better that is not just better for myself, health-wise, mentally, physically, like, every single way positive, but also better for this community, as well as better for every single human being that wants to be involved and wants to at least give me 60 seconds of, say, a video for, like, the shorts. Bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. But thanks again for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.